President Trump still talks about the phase one trade deal with China, and he said China is going to fulfill that trade deal, and phase two trade deal is going to start very soon. So, do you think phase one trade deal will even hold?
Phase one trade deal is irrelevant. I mean, the total purchases of, it's $200 billion, but you just did $2 trillion. You could make up for the trade deal. We don't even know where the agriculture's got to go. If the Chinese people need it, obviously they should be able to purchase it. And I assume they're going to stick to the terms of it. We're not going to ease up, but it's kind of, in the grand scheme of things, not particularly as relevant as it was. Also, I think in addition, it's about the accountability of the CCP. Josh Hawley, a senator, has put forward a motion that everybody that takes a penny in this bailout money, which will basically be almost every corporation, will have to immediately start to bring the supply chain back. There's others like myself are trying to push that anybody that takes this type of money has to immediately sue the Chinese Communist Party in federal court to get the money back. There's a discussion. Naval War College professor put up that the CCP absolutely has liability for this. Larry Klayman, who's a strike lawyer here in the United States, already sued the CCP for $30 trillion in federal court. Now, I don't know if any of those will stick, but before we can even think of phase two or anything like that, the Chinese Communist Party has to turn over all the information related to the P4 lab in Wuhan about how this started to an independent body for review. Josh Hawley's put in as part of the deal for this is to require a commission to be able to look in, a commission made up of the House and the Senate and other independent people to look into the Chinese Communist Party's behavior during this entire process. So there's not going to be any phase two deal. They've got to answer to this first. They have to answer to the Chinese people. They have to answer to the United States. They have to answer to the world community of exactly what they did, and what they did by, at least we know they suppressed the information, right? And I think for 4 weeks to 60 days, and we have to get in back of exactly what the details were, that why it happened, how it happened, until anything could go forward with considering the CCP as a legitimate government. I don't think the CCP is a legitimate government. I think they've now proven that they are a group of gangsters, right? And their oppression of the Chinese people, what they've done to the Chinese people, they've now done to the people, to everybody in the world.